Hey everybody, welcome back to Doyer's Garage. Today we're working on a 2011 Audi TT. It has a bad wiper motor in the wiper assembly. Had a little bit of trouble finding this motor, but after some troubleshooting we figured out how we were going to make it happen. Here are some of the tools that we use. Pretty simple procedure. Nothing major, just circuit tester, screwdriver, and first thing we did was check the fuse box. There's the slides move up to unlock the box. And again, I apologize. This is a one-handed operation. I'm still trying to get used to filming and working with one hand. But the cover just pops right off. And if you look down in the box here, 8th position from the right on the top there, the 30 amp fuse, that is for the wiper motor. We did confirm that the fuse is good, and we confirmed that we had 12 volts go to the motor, and we actually had 12 volts at the plug that plugs into the motor assembly. So as far as I could tell, without spending $5,000 on a snap-on scanner that we could actuate this thing manually, it appears that we have a bad motor. I don't really have any other way to troubleshoot it. It's all solid state controlled. I've got no way to tell if the circuit board is bad or if the motor is bad. The dealership, they want $878 for a replacement. So we got ours on eBay for $70. Here's the area where the wiper assembly goes into. There's just 3 bolts that hold it in, and the electric plug there that plugs into the bottom. That's really all there is to it. Here's a shot of it, what it looks like sitting on the table. It's funny, Volkswagen Jetta, the same year as this Audi, have a similar setup, and the whole mechanism brand new is $43. But this particular one for the Audi, they wanted $878 for. So anyway, here's a replacement that we got off eBay. It has 3 10mm bolts put in the assembly. That's all it holds it in, and then of course the electric plug there in the bottom just plugs back into the unit, and the wiring and everything is already in place, so there's really not a whole lot to it. That's it. And then I wanted to check it out to make sure that it worked before I put the rain tray and everything back together. And this is looking down through the hood with the rain tray. It's still out, so you can see down in there. It works. I didn't find any other issues. So now it's time to reassemble it. The rain tray goes in first, and there's 2 little holes here in the framing that just snap. The rain tray will snap down into on the left side. On the right side, it's got 2 torque screws. It also snaps into the groove there at the bottom of the windshield. Then again, I've got a one-handed operation going here, so I'm going to have to shut the camera off for a second. Here we've got it snapped back into place, and I'm finished snapping it in under the windshield there. And then I'll go over and put the T20 torque screws in the other side. That's the only screws that hold that rain tray in. Move around to the other side here. Yeah, got my finger on the lens again. Got a bad habit of doing that. But anyway, we're putting the T20 screws in, and that secures that rain tray. Once we get this secured, there's a rubber gasket that goes across the front. It's kind of it's molded to this particular shape, so it's pretty easy. It just slides in, and it just snaps in as you push it in. And we put just a dab of Never Sees on the ferrules for the wiper arms, because they were a little hard to come off, and I want to make sure I don't have that issue again if I ever have to take these things back apart. And anyway, that's a shot of the rubber piece that snaps up there. Again, one-handed operation. I need to shut the camera down for a second and put this thing back together. But it just snaps into the groove, and that's all there is to that. And here's a shot of it as we've snapped it into place, and it is secure. It looks pretty good. And that rain trace kind of faded, so I'm going to get some plastic coating stuff that brings it back to life. And there was no cracks or anything on it, but I just wanted to make it look a little bit nicer. And there I've got the wiper arms back in place. They went back together pretty easy. And the nut covers that came off the arms just snapped back into place. Of course, that side went down there, and it's never going to be seen again. Could not find it. Had to order a new one. I got 2 of those plastic nut covers for $7. So that's the cheapest I could find. They're on order. And we're back out at it again. I got the new nut cover, so we're going to put that nut cover on. So you have to pop the hood. Side note, when you open hoods on these Audis, do not jerk this release because you'll snap it right off. It's just plastic. Ask me how I know. Anyway, you just want to ease it back, and hood pops up. No problem. And also, when you're troubleshooting the wiper motor assembly, the hood has to be closed because the hood has to be latched. So that's another ask me how I know. Your wipers do not run with the hood in the open position. Now, when I looked this up online, the hood, in Germany, they call the hood the bonnet. Well, I didn't know what a bonnet was, so I had to look that up. Okay, the bonnet is the hood. So, hood has to be closed. There we go. The new nut cover is on. Everything's back to normal. We got windshield wipers.